Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back, and today we are going to be installing this Singer 200 amp alternator in my 1996 Subaru Legacy. Alrighty. So my voltmeter wasn't working, right? And this is really dirty, and I'm going to clean it. But this is one of my voltmeter, the negative, right? And I still want to run the voltmeter wire to the rear. I have two of them, one for the front and one for the back, just to make sure everything's okay. But right now it's only hooked up to the front, and you can see it's fairly corroded right there. But the positive, if we move these fuse blocks out of the way, you can see it. That's why it's reading 0, because the wire isn't even connected. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and fix that right now. Well, I attached the other end on now, so I'm gonna go ahead and check and see if my voltmeter works in the car. It was reading 0. Sweet. Well, that's kind of low, but at least it's reading something. So now it is time to take off the power wire. Good old trusty snap-on. Got a 17, or got a 7/16 socket on there. Looks like it's gonna work. Gotta be real careful though. Should be good. Take it off by hand now. I don't even think that was the right thread pitch. Oh well. Not my problem anymore. Go ahead and take this one off. But that's pretty stiff. That's a X-Scorpion dual 1/0 lug thing input. I don't know. I got it off of Sonic Electronics, and it's because I couldn't find any other ones, and I wanted to run 2 power wires off my alternator, and the only other one I found was a tool maker that had 4 inputs, and I thought, well, 4 inputs on a 200 some amp alternator was a bit overkill. I think tool maker makes a dual one. I could upgrade. I don't know. This is the factory wire right here, factory alternator wire. Thought might as well just keep it on for, just in case. Now this clip is broken actually. There we go. You can see it's completely broke. So what I could do is I could replace this piece right here. What I don't like about electrical tape is it, I don't know, it gets real hard in the cold. I'll tape it out of the way, just enough so I can work with it. Forgot there's a lot of different sizes that I use. I think that one is a 12. What's this? 12 right here. I was right. Pulling the nut on the back side. I love this breaker bar. This is a gear wrench breaker bar. I wonder if I can just unthread the back nut by hand. How many threads are on this? Oh yeah, I got it off already. Set that somewhere safe. Oh well. Bracket I had to make because the factory one just broke off, but the next bolt I have to loosen is, I think it's this one right here, and it goes through the alternator bracket, and that's what there's tension on it, so it won't allow it to slide up and down, because this adjusts the tension. We want to take that off, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off this bolt down here. I think this one down here is like a 12 or a 1/2 inch actually, and this one's like a 13 millimeter. Or maybe this one's a 14. I don't really know. Let's hope that this is a 12, but it's probably not. Oh, it actually is. Nice. Take this. I just need to loosen it. And then I'll take off the tension off the top, which that is definitely not a 12. I think that one up there might be a 13. Yeah. I really wish I used all the same size bolt heads, but these are just some extras that were laying around. So as you loosen it, it pushes it down, and it loosens the tension. So what I'm actually gonna do, real quick, zip it off. is that. The tension should be fairly loose. I'm gonna close it. Alright. So there's that. So I think that this bolt right down here is a 14. I am correct. Is a 14. Okay. What I'm going to do is your standard old ratchet with a little extension here. This bolt that I'm taking off down here, the one that I put in myself, the nut on the back side is actually limiting how far down the alternator can go. So it's making it so the belt doesn't want to come off. I'm going to go ahead and take off these gloves because I don't need them. Here we go. Here's the bracket I built, and I'm surprised. I mean, it's holding up pretty good. I don't really see. I mean, it looks like it might be bending a little, but oh well. So the nut goes on this back side, and when you tighten it down, then it squeezes this onto the factory location. But now the alternator will be able to go down far enough. Definitely. Look at that thing drop. Alright, so I'll just set this belt aside. I actually need to replace my AC belt, but you know, I don't have an AC belt with me right now, and I'm not going to put it all back together to go grab one. So, yep, I'm going to go ahead and pull this thing out. This is actually going to be a pain, I think. Maybe not. No, not as bad as I remember. Alright, so there's the new and there's the old. Little comparison. You know, you can tell the looks like the pulley size is roughly the same, so it's not a small pulley, but the reason why we didn't go with the smaller pulley is because the belt wrap is so bad and it slips, so we need more surface area, but I'm not going to get into that right now. It looks like that the case is exactly the same. The other case on my other alternators that I had, it was a little different. But this is way better built, by the way. Way better built. You can, you know, see definitely the differences between the two. Oh, this is just a sweet. You can see the welded diodes in there. I don't know if you can tell. Those are some small looking welds. I'm impressed. These things are just. This thing's way better than this one. You know, I guess time will tell. See how long this one lasts. I mean, this one hasn't given me any issues. I don't think that this one will, though. I mean, he seemed pretty confident. With my other alternators, they were almost like a trial and error. You know, the first one, the voltage regulator went out, and the second one, a solder joint melted on the inside. So I can talk about that later. All right, time to see if it'll fit, which I'm pretty sure it will. It's a pretty tight fit. But now all I gotta do is grab a long screwdriver. Here guys, so I got the big screwdriver to align this thing. Probably shouldn't be using my nice Klein screwdriver to do this, but my Craftsman one's at my mom's house. Whew. Probably leave the screwdriver in right there for right now. Use it as like a pivot point. I'll put on the bracket now. Alright, so before I tighten that up, I'm going to go ahead and put the belt back on. Grab this guy, thread her in. Now the last thing I need to do, put this in. Ooh, that was flawless. Right there. So there's that. I just want to keep it kind of snug but not super tight because that's a pivot point. So we have to tighten the top one. Tighten the top one down for tension. But before we tighten the top one down enough, we got to make sure that the bottom, my bracket is tight on there. Nice and tight now. Now what I can go ahead and do is fully tension up the belt. It seems pretty good like that. Nice and tight. That might be too tight actually. You're gonna loosen up a bit. That might be better. Okay. Enough fooling around with that. Now it's time to fully tighten this pivot point right here, which I'm gonna need a 12 on the back side to hold it. Go ahead and throw a little 3/8 breaker bar on here. Just an extra little tighten. That's nice and tight. Right here, gonna lock that there. So everything should be tight now. I don't think that. Good. Alrighty, so now we have the alternator in. I am able to connect everything. I think I'm gonna do the clip last. The little brain wire here. We'll figure that out after we hook up the power. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off here. Oh, that's not gonna be long enough. Oh my Jesus Lord. Come on, Mike. So it looks like that my power wire run won't actually reach to the alternator post because the other alternator right here, the post comes out right out the top. This one comes out off the side. See, right off the top would be like somewhere wherever this thing is sitting. Actually, that should. I can try to see if I can pull some slack out of it. Maybe we can go on a different input on here. That's a little frustrating. That now I don't even think, my factory one definitely won't reach it. Oh geez, here we go. Alright guys, so that is as far as what we're going to get done for today. Too bad that the wire didn't reach, but that's okay because I need to pull my battery anyways, clean up my battery, take off the terminals, clean the terminals on the battery itself, and clean all the lugs, all the connections, just clean it all. We need to do it. It needs to be done. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have to, so it was good that it didn't fit. I bet you I can get the factory wire to reach. I just gotta pull on it a little bit more. And I think also in the next video I'm going to be soldering on the tickle wire for the alternator, the wire that turns on the alternator pretty much. I'm not really sure actually what it does. That's kind of bad, but it's just like the two wire, the clip. I have to solder on a new one because the clip is broken. So yep. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't like the video, leave a dislike and tell me why in the comments below. Also, please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber because YouTube isn't gonna monetize my videos if I don't have 1,000 subscribers. And right now I'm like under 700. I think I have like 600. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe maybe if you're not already a subscriber. And I will see you guys in the next one. I'm right here. Yep. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and shut off my phone because that's what I use to record.